go ahead and begin lying down on our backs. Finding your way onto your back. Just giving yourself a few moments to actually arrive there. So whatever you were doing before class this morning, whatever you've been moving through this week, it's not actually that you're getting rid of it. It's not that you're letting it go away, but you're actually bringing yourself into it. While there's a lot of processing and things we are really moving through individually and collectively, what will ultimately get us through it is this grounding into truth, this grounding into remembrance of who and what we really are, being expressions of source, being light beings that are willing to illuminate our shadows, illuminate parts of ourselves that we might not see right now. That all happens by continuously grounding back into home, which is this body, which is this heart, which is this soul. Draw your right knee into your chest. Just hugging your knee, your thigh in. Roll through your ankle. Really getting into your ground, into your roots. Roll through your foot, your toes, your ankle. Wake up your roots. And then extending your right arm out to the side, take a twist, pulling your knee over to the left. And feel this breath of connection between your spine, your hip, your knee, your ankle, your toes, that whole line of energy. And then slowly rise back up center. Hands come around the back of your right thigh, extending your legs straight up towards the sky. Really push long through the back of your leg, and then rebend your knee. And as you do so, pull your thigh closer towards your body. And then can you maintain that closeness as much as you can as you straighten your leg? Once again, it might not come all the way straight. That's totally fine. And then rebend your knee. Hug your thigh even closer in. And then one more time, maintaining that closeness, try to straighten your leg as much as you can find. And then rebend. And switch your legs. Pull your left knee in, extend your right leg all the way out. Pausing here, take a really full breath of your belly into your thigh. And begin to roll through your ankle. Fanning your toes, pointing your toes. Get the sole of your foot, the sides of your foot, the top of your foot. Creating an opening, releasing any sort of stagnation or tension in your ankles that is blocking the flow of energy for you to ground and stay grounded during all of this processing. And then coming into a twist, left arm out, twist your leg to the right. And now with that openness that you just created in your ankle, can you breathe all the way through your spine, all the way down your leg to your foot? So you're just feeling or even just imagining that whole line of energy is open, fluid. Good, and then slowly lifting back to center, hands come around the back of your left thigh, and then slowly extend your legs straight up towards the sky. Push, 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 and you can even press the back of your thigh into your hands, and then re-bend your knee, hug your thigh even closer. Try to maintain that closeness as you straighten your leg once again. Re-bend, hug even closer now. And last time, straightening from here. Re-bend. Good. Pull both knees into your chest. One hand on each knee, hugging in, flex your feet, toes pulling towards your knees. Inhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. Hug your thighs towards your belly towards your thighs. And then exhale, relax your chest down. Bringing your arms down by your sides, extend both of your legs straight up towards the sky. Now really push long through the backs of your legs even more. Your feet are flexed, toes pulling towards your face. And then I want you to imagine you could actually push your feet up against the ceiling. Push into the ceiling so that you actually feel your deep belly muscles, those transverse abdominals, hug your spine. They hug down towards the earth. And then slowly start to lower your right leg towards the mat, hovering your heel about 6 inches off the ground. And then push even more through your legs, through your feet. Another breath here. And then exhale to lift your leg back to center. Good, your left leg begins to lower, hovering your heel above the ground. Full breaths. Those transverse abdominals still hugging down, rooting through your low back. On your next exhale, you lift your leg. Inhale, your right leg lowers, hover. Sweep your arms up towards the sky and all the way overhead. Your hands stay shoulder distance apart. Your palms spread wide. Your palms are facing one another. Take another full breath in. Exhale, switch your legs. Right leg low or lifts, left leg lowers. Pause here. Reach further back through your side ribs, your side arms, your fingers. Exhale, switch your legs. Exhale to switch your legs. So now just moving with your breath. Exhaling to switch. Move with your breath. And every time you extend one leg out and down towards the mat, reach beyond what you think you can. And same thing with the opposite leg, the leg that's lifting towards your belly, towards your chest. Pull it in more than you think you can. Good, and then just keep going through this. Keep rooting through your low back. Keep reaching through your arms, your fingers, just as much as you reach through your legs. Okay, the next time your right leg rises, sweep your arms up towards the sky and then all the way towards the front of your mat as you curl your head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat, gazing towards your left toes. Good, and then lower your chest down, reach your arms overhead, switch your legs. Left leg rises, right leg lowers. Good, exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, reach your arms forward. Good, relax your chest down, switch your legs, curl, lift. Lower your chest, switch your legs, exhale, curl. Good, one more on each side. Right leg rises, exhale, curl. Left leg rises, exhale, curl. Good, now bend both knees, hug them into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, hug in closer and closer. And then exhale, relax your chest down, step your feet down onto the mat. Arms reach down by your sides. Press your feet into the mat and roll your hips up off of the ground. Walk your shoulder blades together underneath you, letting your collarbones become wide and spacious. Feel your inner thighs hug towards your midline and almost roll in and down towards the ground. Your inner thighs rolling in and down towards the ground. And then root a little more into your feet. Almost sense like you could drag your heels towards your shoulders. And then inhale, lift. One more breath, lifting, lifting. And then exhale, walk your shoulder blades apart. Roll your spine down onto your mat. Just take a smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. And rolling yourself over to one side, press yourself all the way up and come onto all fours in a tabletop position. Inhale, scooping your heart forward, house forward. Exhale, rounding deeply through cat. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round through cat. Just take this about 3 to 5 more times on your own. Cultivating this deep listening to body. And ultimately the ecosystem made of many communities in your body. Tuck your toes and lift your hips, coming to a bent knee, downward facing dog. So keep your knees bent, root into your fingertips, lift the balls of your feet, again, knees bent a lot, and really press your belly back towards your thighs and shine your sit bones up towards the sky. Soften your cheeks, your lips. Use your inhales to grow longer through the sides of your spine. Another breath here. Exhale, lower down onto your knee. Inhale, heart forward, cow spine. Exhale, round through cow. Inhale, heart forward. Tuck your toes, scoop your belly towards your spine as you lift your hips. This time find a straight lay, downward facing dog, but same length through your whole upper body that you found in the bent knee downward dog. Find that same length here. But now feel your thighs pressing towards the wall behind you. Breathe into the eye of the back of your knee. Lifting high to your toes, slowly bend your knees and walk your feet to your hands coming into Uttanasana, forward fold, bowing your heart towards the earth, bowing in this humble posture that this human experience, that you are so much more than you think you are. As a spiritual being in this human experience, you are so much more than you think you are. Bowing to this infinite truth. And then keep your knees bent, let your arms, your head just drop towards the ground as you slowly start to roll your spine all the way up. Keep dropping your tailbone towards the ground, rooting into your feet, slowly rising. And sweeping your arms all the way out and up. Exhale the hands to your heart. Bringing your arms down by your side, just find mountain pose, Tadasana. Fan your toes, feet are hip distance. Just take a moment of rocking your feet from the ball mounds of your feet to the heel of your foot. Rocking forward and back. Forward and back. Forward, really smushing each toe into the ground, and then back to your feet. And then make that a little bit smaller. The rocking becomes a little bit smaller and smaller and smaller until you find that center point of your root of your feet. You can even imagine like there was roots growing from the very center point of your foot down into the earth. And then the more that extends down, the more you actually lift. The more you can actually grow lighter through your thighs, lifting through your heart, through the back of your neck, your crown. And then staying that deeply rooted, sweeping your arms out and up, full breath. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, bowing again in this humble posture that I am more than I'll ever know. I have more power than I'll ever know. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. And extend your right leg straight back. Coming into a high lunge. Light on your fingertips, heart breathing forward. Plant your palms and step back to plank. Drop your knees, lower chaturanga, just halfway down. Hug your arms by your sides, roll your shoulder heads back, and then scoop your heart forward and up, pressing your arms straight. Come to swan with knees down. Unless your low back feels ready, you can press your thighs up, lifting your knees. Good, full breath in. Exhale, knees down, rock your hips back, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Find that length from fingertips to shoulders to hips, and then really press your thighs way back. Starting to cultivate Ujjayi, letting this heat of your breath sliding against the back of your throat to actually draw you deeper inside. The deeper presence with all that is, all that you are, and all that you will never understand about your own nature and your own being. And being willing to open your heart to that unknowing. Lift high to your toes, bend your knees a lot. Step your right foot through between your hands. Get light on your fingertips, peel belly away from your thighs. Both legs are strong and active. On your next exhale, step to the top of your mat. Hands to shins or floor as you lengthen heart forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Deeply. This time rising with a flat spine, so heart pulls forward, then sweep your arms out and up as you rise. You might gaze up and touch your palms if that's okay for your neck, and then hands to your heart. Okay, moving a little quicker now, one breath, one movement. Inhale, arms sweeping out and up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Heart lengthening, Ardha Uttanasana. Step left leg back, right leg back. Chaturanga, maybe knees down. Upward facing dog as you inhale, curling your heart open. And then either rock your hips back or just push the floor away, lift your hips back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. 3 full breaths. Feel them, listen to them. Lift high to your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward, step left foot through between your hands. Heart pulls forward, step to the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthening, even press your thighs back. Exhale, fold. Rising to stand, sweeping your arms out and up. Exhale, fold right back down, Uttanasana. Heart lengthening, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back to plank pose, lower chaturanga, same exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, whether you're rocking back or pressing back. 3 breaths. Inhale, lift high to toes, bend your knees a lot, gaze forward, step or maybe even a little light hop to the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, right away, heart forward. Exhale, drop even more, bow even deeper to this divine nature within. Inhale, rising to stand, sweeping arms. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to your heart. Utkatasana, Surya B, sit back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Heart lengthen. Step back, lower, Chaturanga. Same exhale, heart forward the whole while. Urdhva Mukha. Strong in your thighs, roll outer arms back. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right leg rises. Shoulders over wrists, knee to chest. Step through between your hands. Crescent pose, sweeping your arms forward and up. Maybe you gaze up and touch palms. Exhale, hands find the earth. Once again, step back to plank, heart forward. You might even hover your right toes for an added challenge. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Left leg right away. Inhale. Exhale to step through. Stay grounded in your feet as you rise, crescent. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, maybe toes hover, maybe not. Chaturanga. Urdhva. Adho, press back. 5 full breaths. 1 inhale, 1 exhale, that's 1 breath. Lift high to toes. Bend your knees a lot, gaze forward, light hopper, big step to your hands. Ardha, lengthen, thighs press back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit hips way back, more back, heart forward. Exhale, come to stand, Samasthiti. Again, Surya B, sit back, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha. Plank, Chaturanga, same exhale. Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Right leg rises, inhale. Exhale, step through. This time, Virabhadrasana 1. Back heel down, chest stays forward as you rise. Maybe you gaze at touch. Exhale, hands find the earth. Step back, maybe right toes hover, maybe not. Chaturanga. Breathe more breath to touch your heart. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Left leg rises. Exhale, round to step through. Virabhadrasana 1, back heel down. Stay grounded in your feet. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back. Chaturanga. Urdhva. Adho. Okay, 5 breaths. You can also choose to take these breaths in child's pose, coming down on your knees and pressing your hips back. Slow your breath down a lot. Really draw it out long. If you chose to come into child's pose, this would be a good time to return into downward dog. Everyone lift high to your toes. Bend your knees a lot, gaze forward, like hop or big step to your hands. Right away, heart lengthening, Ardha. Step your feet wider than your hips. Sweep your arms around and interlace fingers behind your back. Roll shoulder heads open, heart forward. Exhale, deeply fold. Drop your head, you might even give it a little shake. Humbly pour my heart into the earth. I pour my heart into the earth to receive her medicine, receive her wisdom, all of her lessons that she holds throughout all of history. They are held within the earth grid. May I open my heart to receive her wisdom. Slowly releasing your arms down by your hips, your legs to the floor, lifting your heart center. Heel toe your feet back together or hips distance, and then fold over your feet. Utkatasana, chair pose, sitting your hips way back. Fold back in. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking your elbow outside of your knee. Palms together, peel your chest away from your thighs. Send more weight back through your hips and open through your top ribs, top shoulder. And now a lot of breath inside of your ribs. And slowly unwind, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen heart forward. Exhale. Sitting your hips back, Utkatasana. Twisting to the left. Feel the opposite line of energy from your tailbone lengthening back, your sternum pulling forward. Finding that length so that you have more room to turn back. One more breath. Slowly unwind, fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Step your right leg straight back. Pin your heel down onto the mat and rise Virabhadrasana 2, facing the right side of the room. Shoulders over your hips, arms to a T. Now really spread your front toes. Root into your front heel and drag it energetically towards the back edge of your mat. Locate your sit bones, tailbone. Let them sink 3 inches deeper, straight down. From that deep root, grow taller through your spine. Reverse warrior. Right hand to back thigh, left arm reaching up, up, and then side bend. Good. Slowly return through Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, hinging way forward. Keep reaching, keep going, and then bring hand down onto your shin or block outside of your ankle. Rotate your top ribs open. Top arm. Feel this power, this stability in your leg. Gaze down. Bend into your knee, right hand under your shoulder. Come to the ball of your back foot and twist open to the left side. Hug your outer left hip in towards your midline. Good, full breath. Exhale, close your head down. Now step your front foot halfway back on the mat, just halfway. Turn your toe and knee out to the left. Lean into your right hand. Drop your back heel to the right and turn open. Push into that left foot, lift your bottom hip up into your top hip. Good, close your hand down, step back to plank pose. Okay, full Vashisthasana, lean to the right, heels to the right. Turn your chest open to the left. Full breath. Exhale, close your hand down, Chaturanga, heart forward. Urdhva Mukha, pause here. Roll your outer arms back, lift up out of your wrists, get light, and then exhale, find your way back, downward facing dog. Gather all of your breath once again. Gaze forward between your thumbs, step your right foot through between your hands. Back heel down, Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing over your front middle finger, spread your toes. Feel your feet ground down. Rooting your front heel down, drag it towards the back short end of your mat. It actually allows your left hip to just gently roll forward. Just a little bit, but then your chest totally opens to the left side. Reverse warrior, lengthening up first, and then side bend. Good, inhale, return, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten your front leg, really press into your front big toe mound as you do. And then sending your hip towards the back of your mat as you reach out, 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 and then hands down, top arm to the sky, that micro twist as your top ribs turn open. Strong in your feet. Imagine you could push your feet beyond the foundation of the ground. Roots. And then use that powering up through your thighs, through your side legs, getting longer in your spine. Maybe you turn open a tiny bit more. Good, gaze down. Bend into your knee, left hand under your shoulder. Come to the ball of your back foot and twist open to the right side. Full breath. Now close your hand down. Step your front foot halfway back. Toe and knee out to the right. Spin your back heel down. Modified Vashisthasana. Push into your top hip. Lift. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. A full Vashisthasana. Lean to the left and open to the right. Exhale, close down, Chaturanga. Urdhva. Adho, press back. Soft lips, soft cheeks, full deep breaths. Just tie to your toes. Bend your knees a lot, gaze forward. Make your way to the top of your mat with your hopping, stepping, or lengthening your heart forward. Exhale. Good. Sitting your hips back, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Good. Now sweeping your arms down by your side, and then all the way back behind you, coming into skier. Reaching your heart forward, your hips back, the backs of your triceps lifting towards the sky. And now stay rooted in your feet as you sweep your arms forward and up. Come to stand, lift through your thighs, lift through your heart. Teeny back bend in your upper spine. And then exhale, sitting your hips back, skier pose. Once again, backs of arms lifting. Good. Inhale, rooting to lift. Hug inner thighs together, lift up. Up, exhale, sweep. Send tailbone back, back, back. And then inhale, lift. Send tailbone down towards the ground as you lift and reach back. Exhale, sweep. 3 more times. Inhale, strong in your trunk, strong in your root. Exhale, sit back. 2 more, just moving with your breath. Interlace your fingers behind your back and fold. Drop your head. And then exhale, release your arms all the way down. Lengthening your heart forward, step your feet wider than your hips. Grab a hold of your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lengthening sternum forward, shift more weight to the ball mounds of your feet, but keep your heels grounded. And then exhale, pull your heart down towards the earth. Pull back on your toes. If your elbows bend, they bend to opposite sides of the room. Shoulders still away from your ears. You can dangle your head a little, shake it yes, shake it no. Breathe up through the backs of your legs, from your heels to your sit bones. Every exhale, give a little more of a hug back on your toes, pulling your heart down. Good. Inhale, lengthening your heart forward. Unhook your toe. Heel toe your feet back together or hips distance, and your low back. Then inhale, lengthening heart forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your right leg straight back. Spin your back heel down, rise Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, reaching straight up and back. Stay in reverse warrior as you straighten your front leg. You're now in reverse triangle. And exhale, hinge, come forward through Trikonasana, but pause about halfway. Gaze towards your back hand. Feel that pull your top ribs open, and then bottom hand down, top arm to the sky. Put your top palm behind you and wrap your top arm around your low back, perhaps holding your hip, your clothing, or even just resting hand on your sacrum. And now root into your feet even more. Even more, get light on your bottom hand and extend your bottom arm out, parallel to the ground. Keep sending your left outer hip towards the back short end of your mat. Good, now bend again into your front knee, sweep your arm up and back, reverse warrior with the half wrap. Good. Unwind your back arm as you windmill your hands down to frame your front foot. Twist open to the left side. Exhale, close your hand down. Step your foot halfway back, toe and knee out to the left. Modified Vashisthasana. Exhale, close this down. Step back to full Vashisthasana. Maybe your left foot stacks on top of your right foot this time. Exhale, close your arm down. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Press back. Lift high to your toes. Gaze between your thumbs as you bend your knees. Step your right foot through. Back heel down, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Staying rooted to lift longer, and then reach back. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Maintain the length on your right side as you hinge. Reach forward about halfway, pause. Gaze at your back hand. Use it to roll your top ribs open, and then bottom hand down, top arm to the side. Finding the half wrap with your top arm. Strong in your feet, strong in your legs. Engage your thigh muscles, and then extend your right arm out by the side of your knee. Good, rebend into your knee, reverse warrior with the half wrap. Exhale, windmill your hands all the way down. Twist open to the right. Exhale, hands down, step halfway back. Modify Vashisthasana. Exhale, hand down, step back to plank. Full Vashisthasana. Exhale, close, Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, press back. Good, inhale, rock forward to plank pose, lowering through Chaturanga in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, 1. Come to your belly. Just give yourself a moment of pause here. And then inhale, lifting your chest to low cobra, just rising to your top ribs. Feel the heel of your hand is right by like your low side ribs. Fan your fingers, root into the heel of your hand, and drag energetically towards the back of your mat as you hug shoulder blades together and slide them down your back. And now lift your palms off of the mat an inch and sweep your arms back, interlace behind your sacrum, all shoulder heads open and shoot back through your knuckles. Now, as much as you breathe forward to your heart, reach back through the very tip. Engaging your thighs. Another breath. And then relax all the way down. Turn your head to one side. And turning your head center once again. Find the awkward interlacing of your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulder heads off of the ground. Get strong in your legs and your trunk, rooting through the tops of your feet, so much so your knees lift off the mat. And then inhale, shoot back through your knuckles, lift through your chest. Breathe through the muscles that hold your spine. Inhale, find more lift, more length. Exhale, relax down, turn your head the opposite way than you did the last time. dead center. Hands by your side ribs, once again, like low cobra position. And then inhale, Urdhva Mukha, pressing your arms straight, lifting thighs off of the mat. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step through between your hands. Crescent pose, rising, chest facing forward. Drag your front heel down and back, your right hip back, your left hip rolls just gently forward. But then draw pubic bone towards knee while your tailbone lengthens down. Sit a little bit deeper. So you can lift a little bit more into your upper chest, upper spine. And then exhale, start to pitch your chest forward over your front thigh. Take a breath here, getting really long. Push through back heel, reach through heart. And then turn your palms out, sweep your arms around, interlace behind your back. Roll shoulder heads open, shoot knuckles back, and feel the backs of your triceps lifting towards the sky. Now, a little bend of your back knee. Inhale, exhale, glide forward. Now really feel your root here. All four corners of your standing foot, span your toes, and then breathe that up through your foot, through your thigh, charge it through your back leg, breathe it forward through your sternum. Good, one more breath here. Exhale, release your hands down. The mat or blocks if you have them. Lengthening your heart forward. Keep your back toes pointing down towards the ground. Now, bring your right hand onto your sacrum. Send your right hip further back, your sternum forward. And a gentle twist, turning your heart open towards the right side. One more breath. Unwind your chest, both hands down. Bend your standing leg, touch your back toes down. Spin your back heel down. And now quarter turn to the left side, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lengthening heart forward. Both sets of toes point directly in front of your chest. And then exhale, bow, drop in. Good. Inhale, lengthening your heart long forward. Bend into your knees a little bit. And we're gonna actually turn towards the back of your mat. So keep walking to the left, until you arrive in a kind of high lunge with your left leg forward. And then crescent pose. Inhale, rise up. So really establishing your foundation here. Sink down into your legs, root into your front heel and drag it back. Send your tailbone down, pubic bone lifting. And then breathe, send all of that. You found a deep root to find more freedom now in your upper chest. And then pitching your chest all the way forward over your front thigh. Get super, super long, longer than you think you can. And then reaching your arms around, interlace the awkward way. Roll shoulder heads open, shoot knuckles back, belly off of your thigh, backs of your triceps lifting towards the sky. Little bend of your back knee, inhale, exhale, glide. Warrior 3. Strong in your standing leg. Good, one more breath here. Exhale, hands to the ground. Bringing your left hand onto your sacrum. First get longer as you push through your back heel, and again, those back toes are still pointing down. Breathe forward through your sternum, and then keep sending your left hip back, back, back as you twist open. On your next exhale, unwind, both hands down. Bring your back toes down onto the mat. Quarter turn to your right. You arrive once again in that wide leg forward fold. Inhale, lengthening your heart long forward. Exhale to fold. Good. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Little bend of your knees, turn towards the front of your mat. Step back to plank, a vinyasa if you so wish, otherwise child's pose. And when you finish your vinyasa, if you took it, come into the pose. Come up onto hands and knees. And then come down onto your forearms. You can interlace your fingers together, especially if you are nursing anything in your shoulders or your neck. If you happen to know that you are not nursing anything, if you want to take your hands shoulder distance apart to intensify this in your shoulders, you can take that option. Otherwise, fingers interlaced. Everyone make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. And before you even lift here, press into the side edges of your hands or flat palms if you took shoulder distance. Root into your forearms, root into your elbows. And from that rooting, start to feel your belly, your front ribs knit up into your spine. And now tuck your toes, lift your hips, keep rooting down, feel the length through your side arms, side ribs. Start to walk your feet towards your face. Drop your head towards the ground. It does not need to touch the ground. You're just lengthening your crown down. Walking your feet in as much as you can find. You can always step your feet wider. You can always bend your knees a little bit. Keep lifting by rooting down, down. Rooting down to lift. Good, one more breath. Exhale, child's pose. Press back. Send an inhale into the back of your heart, the back of your neck. Good. Inhale, rise up again. You're on knees and forearms, whether fingers are interlaced or hands are shoulder distance apart. Find that rooting down, that knitting in and up of belly, of front ribs. They're knitting up towards your spine. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Here we go again. Walking your feet maybe even a little closer towards your face this time. Keep rooting more through your palms, forearms, elbows, lift. Drop the sides of your neck. Lift through your side ribs, side armpits. Good, one more breath. Exhale, child's pose. Press back. Bring your arms down by your sides, letting your shoulder hands fall towards the earth. Again, breathing into the back of your neck, breathing into the back of your heart. And extending your arms forward once again, rise up onto hands and knees. Take your right arm and thread it through underneath your left, coming down onto the side of your shoulder. And then really wiggle, like curl your right fingers out towards the left even more. Use your left hand to roll yourself open towards your outer shoulder a little more. And now either stay here or step your left leg directly out to the side of your hip, out to the side. And if you take that option, plant your foot firm into the ground. And then use that to turn your top ribs open even more. You can either stay like this or sweep your left arm all the way up and around. Slowly release your arm, step your leg in, rise back to center. Go right over to the other side. Your left arm threads underneath. Crawl your left fingers out towards the right, more. Use your right hand rooting down to roll open a little more. And then step your right leg out as an option. Sweeping your arm up and around as an option. Release your arm, step your leg in, rise back to center. Inhale, cow spine, heart forward. Exhale, cat. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale. Inhale, neutral spine. Coming into pigeon. Your right knee and shin forward. Wiggle your back leg back. Fingertips rooted on the mat. Lift through your heart. And then exhale, slowly walking yourself forward, coming down onto forearms perhaps, or maybe even lying all the way down. Final delicious breath here. And then slowly rise again onto your hand. And then you can just sit over to the right side, swing your back leg around and switch. Send your right leg back. Lifting through your heart. And exhale, walking forward. Rising. As you come up, swing your back leg around, bring the soles of your feet together into a butterfly position. Bringing your hands onto your feet. You can either hold with peace fingers around your big toes. Some of you might find it easier and more accessible. You hold onto your ankles or your shins. Inhale, roll your heart open, roll shoulder heads open, and snuzzle your shoulder blades down your back. And then inhale, lifting. Exhale, pull your heart forward, pause. Your elbows, if they're bending over the tops of your thighs. You might even connect them so that as you round forward, your elbows can help encourage your knees, your hips open deeper. Kind of tuck your chin towards your chest just a little bit and imagine, or maybe we can even find your third eye touching your big toes. So you're either imagining that or it's actually happening. Slowly curling yourself all the way up. Hands to your outer knees, hug your knees together. Wrap your arms around your shins, lift through your heart. And then exhale, round. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Extend both of your legs out long in front of you. So hands by your sides, Dandasana, root down, lift tall through your spine. And then draw your right knee in, planting your foot inside of your left thigh. Now bringing your left hand to support on your side, reach your right arm up towards the sky. So now already start to have this energetic hug of your inner thigh in towards your midline. And then reach all the way out in front of you. Some of you will hold inside of your foot. Some of you will hold outside on the pinky side of your foot. And then connect your inner thigh or inner knee against your side body. Really hug in. Breathe here. Now take your other arm, that's your left arm, sweep it around your back. You can hold on to clothing. You can hold on to your hip. Now with this right shoulder, it's already kind of rounding in and forward. So keep encouraging that. And then release your hand on your foot. Take your arm and sweep it all the way around. You might even find a bind. And then if you do find that, keep hugging everything in center. Or you're just reaching towards the bind. That's fine too. Lift your heart just a little bit. Slowly release the bind if you have it. Rise back up, let your knees fall open towards the side. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, pitching your chest forward. Maybe hands hold your foot, maybe hands set outside the edges of your shin. Bow in. Good. Inhale, lifting through your heart. Hands by your hips. Lift your hips, turn yourself open. So pull your right hip back. Okay. And then inhale, arms reaching. Exhale, side bend. Reaching, either hooking your fingers around your big toe or hand just inside of your shin. Side bend. Good. And then inhale, rising all the way up. Hands supporting as you lift your hips, turn forward, and then extend both legs out in front of you once again, Dandasana. Okay, your left leg steps in. Right hand supporting. Take your left arm straight up towards the sky. Get long, 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 and then hug in, reach forward, keep hugging, and actually find that connection of inner knee or inner thigh against your side body. Again, your hand can be holding inside of your foot, or you can flip your hand and hold the pinky side edge of your hand, just a little bit further there. And then really find that squeeze of inner thigh towards midline. And breathe your side ribs open out. And then you can take your opposite arm, sweep it around your back, maybe holding hip, maybe holding clothing. Now your left shoulder is the one that's kind of rounded forward. So allow it to continue to encourage that rounding forward as you now take your arm around the front of your shin, your arm all the way around. Maybe you even find the bind interlacing your fingers. Okay, but then keep that hug, inner thigh hugging in, and then lift your chest just a little bit. One more breath, hug, 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 in. And then slowly unwind the binds. Lift your chest. Let your knee drop out towards the side. First, with your chest facing your front leg, inhale, arms sweeping up. Exhale, pitching your chest forward, finding your hands either outside of your shin or holding the edges of your foot. And then exhale, bow. And heart forward, slowly rise up. Hands supporting as you lift your hips. Pull your left hip back, right hip moves forward just a little. So now your chest is facing this like center triangle. Inhale, arms reaching. Good, reaching your right arm way out, either inside of your calf or hooking your big toe. Lift longer through your whole side and then side bend. Rising all the way back up, turning your hips, your chest forward, extend both legs out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Slowly rise up. Bend your knees. Sit yourself forward so there's room to lie down behind you. And then go ahead and lie down. When you arrive there, pull your knees into your chest once again. Just start to rock yourself gently side to side, using it as a massage. Good, and then take one hand on each knee. Pull both knees in towards your chest. Glue your inner knees together. Now you don't have to be forceful with that, just feel them connect together. And then keep them connected as you push your knees over to the right side. And then all the way towards the front of your mat. And then all the way over towards the left and back in towards your chest. So you're going in big circles around your sacrum. Draw big circles. You're massaging the circumference of your sacrum. And then go in the opposite direction. pause with your knees into your chest. Open your arms out to a T. Let both your knees drop to the left. You are welcome to take your right thigh over your left if you want a deeper twist. Just keep letting your back skin, your back tissues keep dropping, melting into the ground. And slowly lifting back to center, setting up for the other side if you wish to take left thigh over right, and then drop your legs to the right. Lifting back to center to find happy baby. Take a big breath into your inner thighs. And then hugging your knees together. Setting one foot down and then the other. Lift your hips and lower your hips. Extend one leg out and then the other. Arms by your sides, palms turn up to the sky. Let your feet totally drop loose. Maybe toes drop towards the sides of the room. Feel this softness in your thighs, the fronts of your thighs, your inner thighs, the backs of your thighs. Just noticing where in your body you might still be holding any tension, be it physical or emotional. Just identify it in your body. And then imagine an energetic vacuum at your feet that could pull all these particles of tension out of your body, leaving a softness, a spaciousness in their place. This energetic vacuum at your feet, pulling out any particles of tension. And then just sensing the natural rhythm of your own breath. The beat of your own heart. Feel where you are held by the ground. Where you are hugged by the space around your body. Like an energetic blanket of warmth, protection, support. And simply allow your body to receive, to feel. Finding those little movements in fingers and in toes. Opening and closing your palms, pointing and flexing your feet, rolling through your wrists, through your ankles. And then bending your knees and rolling onto your side. And rest there for a moment or two or three. And slowly find your way up to sit. Putting a seal on your practice. Not so that you leave the practice on the mat, but so that you integrate and carry this practice with you. Bringing your hands together at your heart. Take a deep breath in, lifting long. Exhale, bowing your head. Bowing to this divine light, this divine teacher, the divine darkness. We tend to focus on divine light, but in order to know light, we must be able to embrace darkness because they are one and the same. They can't exist without the other. Inhale, lifting your head. Namaste. Thank you, ladies, for being with me here today. Have a beautiful weekend. Please continue to take care of yourselves.
Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.